Hi there YouTubers, it's Baldrick here. In this episode I'm actually going to be hiking up Anstey Hill. Now this has been a challenge that I have set for myself, and the challenge was that I had to try and capture the unique aspects associated with that environment. Now this area is very much bushland, so these unique aspects will be maybe a landscape, it may be interacting with the native animals, or it could also be the insects that fly through the trees, all of which I have to try and get my camera set up and ready for any kind of situation. So without any more time wasting, let's get on with the show, shall we? Okay, so I've made it up to the ridge of Anstey Hill. Some of the photos you may have seen beforehand, where I think it was butterflies that were having a fight with another insect, trying to get the sap coming out of the tree. I thought that was that was quite an interesting thing to occur. But at the present moment, I've gone down one side of the ridge, and I'm about to go through to the other side. So I've gone south. I want to go north now. So we'll see what we got, see what's here. As always, it's just bushland really. And I've been mixing up. I've been changing from the 100mm to the, I think it's the 70 to 200 that I've got, and the Sigma lens. So I've been able to get a further focal point, if you like. So yeah, I'll see how we go. At the present moment, I haven't really been captured by anything at the present moment. Nothing's jumped out at me and said, hey, I'm a good shot. So we just have to go with the flow. As you can hear, there's an airplane. It's a flight path. Somewhere up there. And we'll just see how we go. See if I can capture anything really. As always, it's just a bit of bushland, you know, shrubs, maybe a few birds every now and then. Lots of eucalypt. Murray magpie over there. It's just about enjoying nature. And if any shots come along, I'll capture it. So this is an interesting thing that just happened before. I was coming back down the trail, and when I was coming up the tree, when I was coming up the trail, I noticed there was a single tree that all these little butterflies were hanging around. And if you look closely, the tree was actually there was a hole in the trunk, so it was actually there was a little bit of sap coming out. Now I think I said this before, but I coming back down, I decided to have a bit of a look, and there was not one, not two, but 4 really big butterflies that were circling that tree. And if you have a look at the images that I'm going to show after this, I got some really good shots of, I think 3 of them or 4 I think came in. 3 of them stayed for a very long time, and I was actually able to do almost a 360 degree observation of them. So that meant being able to get them silhouetted by the sun, and then also with the light reflecting straight off them. Now they were, I'm not sure what kind of butterfly they are, but I think they're a monarch. And they just look really, really good. And they're actually, they end up being in like a triangle position, where there was, as you see in the photo, and it's like, wow. And because I was there for a long time, and I was really, really quiet. People walking past, I don't know what they were thinking. But oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I think I got the photo of the trip. See, you can think that you haven't got a good shot for the day, and then bam, something hits you. That's definitely going to be a printout. Maybe even that might be also included into a Let's Edit. I want to see how those images come out. Other than that, I'll do a bit of a slideshow of what I've captured during the day. Okay, so now I'm back at my computer, and I'm going to be showing you the images that I've downloaded from my camera, and some of the interesting techniques that I've been able to use to change the original photo into something that would look really, really nice. So if I jump over this way, we'll have a look. Okay, so as you can see here, I've got these 2 little butterflies. Now, as you can tell, the sun is coming there here, and the sun's hitting them on there. So it's very hot, warm sunlight. And as you can see, it doesn't really look that special. The focus is pretty good. And so I've gone all the way. I've decided this is actually what happened. I was frantically taking photos, and then look, 3 of them rocked up. But again, I couldn't get a good shot. And then, funnily enough, another one rocked up. 4 butterflies. As you can see, these are the monarch butterflies, as you can tell by the wings. I don't want to zoom in there. And so, where did I go? Here are the 2 photos that I wanted to show you guys how I was going to edit. So they lined up. This one here. Firstly, this one. Now this is, I'll show you with my camera here. This is with the camera in the vertical mode. As you can see, this is the tree, and the butterflies are there. But then I wanted to change it. And I actually did it, the camera in horizontal. Now, as you can see, the tree cuts through the image right down there. So we'll do some changes. So with this one, I actually prefer it to be, where's it? I'm trying, there it is. I would prefer this one to be a horizontal. Now, as you can see, this is still a base image, so there's still things that we have to work with. And as always, I like to make sure my clarity is nice and up there with the percentage, bit of vibrancy. And as you can see, it's focused right, right here, right on his body, which is really good. Now we want to do some slight changes. We want to maybe reduce the whites, have less shadow so that we can actually see these nice little woodland creatures. And then mess around, just slightly mess around with the highlights, but not too much. Less is best, as they like to say. So that's all we have to do for that one. That's all we have to do. That very slight changes will make a perfect photo. We then go on to the horizontal one, and it's almost exactly the same. I'm turning my head here because with this one, I'm going to change it to the vertical. Where is it hiding? There it is. Rotate right, clockwise, and as you can see, now it's vertical. The only thing is there is a lot of tree in this area here, and that's a lot of dead space. Do it again. We just up the clarity, a little bit of vibrancy, but this is where you might have to go a little bit closer. And as you can see, look at this. They are so focused. It's really good. What we might do is use the crop tool, and when you go in the aspect ratio, make sure you still keep it 2:3. I like 2:3. It's people have other aspect ratios that they might like. Go for it. Now, there will be a little bit more of this photo that will be cropped than the other one, and that is because we are in vertical and we want to reduce this. We want to reduce the blank spots within the photo. Now with this one, we might have to do a little bit more. So we're bringing down the shadows. We want to make sure that we can still bring out the information that's kept within that raw file. Mess around just a little bit with the whites, because there's a lot of white. I'm trying to do it that we're not going to be blowing out the whites. With a little bit of blacks. Maybe even crop a little bit tighter. Move it around. So we want to make sure that the wings are in that main square area. That's the kind of aspect the kind of ratio that I like. We might just increase the exposure just a tad. Very little adjustments need to be done with these. And that I feel is perfect. So now we're going to go on to stage 2 of this video, this way. So I've previously done an edit of these photos, and I decided to get them printed. And I think what I want to ask you guys now is, which do you prefer? Do you prefer the vertical or do you prefer the horizontal? Now this is one of my matte prints that I sell. As you can see, very, very thin. So what I'd like is for you guys to put down in the comments, which do you prefer, the vertical or the horizontal? And with that, you have a good day.